single day. I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hi everybody. I am Ginger Wolf and welcome Stripped Finance. This video is for informational and entertainment purposes only. I am a feature entertainer and stripper, not a financial consultant. Please speak to your financial advisor about any financial matters. And with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Today, we will tell you about the summary of the famous book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, written by Robert Kiyosaki. Who should read this book, and why should they read it? Those who wish to get wealthy. Those who need to get out of hardship. Or who desire to invest should watch the video all the way through. Let's get this started. In essence, Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, addresses two persons. One of them is Robert Kiyosaki's father, the most brilliant and well qualified with a PhD, and is referred to as Poor Dad. Rich Dad, the father of Robert Kiyosaki's friend Mike, is another. Rich Dad does not have any degree. Do you want to learn a little more about Robert Kiyosaki? You will be surprised to learn that he was born into a low-income family who worked hard but lacked financial resources. So, how did he end up in this situation? You'll realize how and why the rich get richer and also why the poor get poorer when you understand the essence of the Rich Dad, Poor Dad book. Robert frequently inquired of his father as to how he would get wealthy. His similarly poor dad would tell his son to read and be a wonderful guy with good grades to earn money. His wealthy father, on either hand, had no formal education. How did he get to be so rich? The contrast between the rich and poor fathers' mentalities was that the poor father constantly declared, "I cannot do this," whereas the wealthy father always wondered, "How could I accomplish this?" The very first 6 chapters of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which make up nearly 2/3 of the book, describe the 6 principles Kiyosaki acquired from his father. Lesson 1. The rich do not work for money. One of the most famous human desires is to become wealthy, but most of us would never achieve our goals. Everyone wants a shortcut, which is not the solution. Kiyosaki emphasizes the idea that you will have the power to alter yourself and your life if that is what you truly desire. Every day, wealthy individuals, and those who aspire to be rich, labor and learn how to set resources to work for them. Kiyosaki further points out that working a regular job is only a temporary fix for the lengthy challenge of accumulating success and economic independence. What motivates people to work? Since they have debts to pay, a family to support, and a worry of running out of money. Poor individuals frequently claim that they are uninterested in wealth, as Rich Dad later found out. Robert Kiyosaki remembered his father telling him, "I'm not interested in making money. I labor because I appreciate what I do." In this way, many poor people disguise themselves. In this portion, one of the most motivating principles Rich Father told was to continue utilizing your mind, work for free, and your thinking will reveal your ways of producing money much beyond anything I could ever give you. You will be able to see things that others will never be able to see. Lesson 2. Why should financial literacy be taught? Kiyosaki explains that everyone wants to get rich instantly. But, according to him, the only reason for becoming wealthy has financial literacy. Education is a vital necessity. Accounting is tedious, complex, and dull, yet it is necessary to understand it if your long-term objective is to be wealthy, no matter how boring you think the subject is. One must know the difference between assets and liabilities to become rich. An asset will put money in the pockets and provide a steady income stream. But how do you do it? Let us know. An asset is something that has worth, generates income or increases over time, and has a marketplace where one can purchase it easily. Assets generate income. Assets increase in value. Assets do both. On the other hand, a liability will drain your already restricted cash and take cash due to its fees. Lesson 3. Own your own business. Why is it essential to own your own business? People spend their entire lives working for others, according to Kiyosaki. When asked, "What do you do?" the ordinary person usually responds with their occupation. Unfortunately, they are not stakeholders of the company for which they work. They still require their own company. Otherwise, they'll be forced to work for anyone besides themselves for the remainder of their lives. That is why it is vital to keep your wits about you. Rich people are not working for money, money works for them, whereas poor people do the opposite. They work for a living. Rich people stay wealthy and expand their earnings since they understand how economies work, where they may earn more money by investing, and where their investment should be put, while poor people work for money and save rather than invest. Kiyosaki advises continuing your day job while focusing on real estate investments. Eliminate any liabilities that you must pay regularly. Lesson 4. The history of taxes and the power of corporations. The wealthy, according to Kiyosaki, is exempt from paying taxes. The educated and middle classes are the ones who pay taxes. While poor dad was well in the field of learning, rich dad was well in the history of taxes. Robert realized how depressing it would be to look at his salary when he was in his mid-20s and working for Xerox. His managers would discuss promotions and pay rises with him. However, this served to increase his liabilities. He might envision himself as his father's poor son. This realization persuaded him to follow in his affluent father's footsteps. So Robert went about his business, accumulating assets to invest in Hawaii's property market. He became more motivated to sell Xerox devices at work due to his increased desire. He was well aware that he was constructing things more significant than himself. After 3 years of hard effort, he generated more real estate investments than at Xerox. His employer purchased his initial Porsche. His colleagues had no concept that he was investing his earnings in assets rather than the Porsche. To be wealthy, you must possess a high financial intelligence. According to Kiyosaki, it comprises extensive expertise in accounting, marketing, market analysis, and the law. Lesson 5. The rich invest money. Finding possibilities or agreements for which other people don't have the talent, expertise, resources, or relationships is what it means to invest money. According to Rich Dad Poor Dad, there are 2 categories of investors, those who buy investment packages and those who commit their investment to a constructor or fund management. Professional investors, who watch out for their assets, research the market to locate transactions that make sense, and then hire specialists to handle the daily supervision, are the other type of investors. Lesson 6. Work to learn, not for money. According to Kiyosaki, job security meant everything to my educated dad. Learning meant everything to my rich dad. According to Kiyosaki, most people need to educate themselves and acquire one more ability to enhance their income significantly. He feels that understanding finance, business, marketing, and ethics makes creating money more accessible. On the other hand, most people do not possess all of these abilities. Instead, they merely understand how to operate hard. Conclusion. The book's message is that because finance is not taught at school, it is up to the person's ability to learn to improve this skill. We can only become wealthy if we are financially literate and desire to do so.
Hi guys, so I am pulling the weeds out of your life, okay? So that way you can plant your financial seeds and grow a bigger, better tomorrow. So don't forget to like, comment, share